Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to tell you how our children turn out to be very reactive, why our children don't listen to us. Now, this is the most frequently asked question by parents in my circle. So I thought, why not come up with a video and reply to all of these questions simultaneously. Before we begin, I want you to subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I upload these kinds of videos. Now, coming back to this topic, why children are so reactive. I wanted to explain about the behaviors first. Initially, let us understand what exactly is the behavior. There are two kinds of behaviors, set of behaviors that are inborn, like maybe through genetics. We have got few, behaviors that is by default, which is being blessed. And the second are those behaviors that we have acquired through our external environment that we live in. It may be because of our parents or an influential person who was there, maybe our teachers or the neighbors or any past experiences. So these are, each and every individual have got these two sets of behaviors. And even for a child, it is the same. So these behaviors are there in each and every one. Now, if we have to talk about the responses, how parents respond to certain behaviors of our children. Now, when we deal with our children, whenever the child is playing or taking a lot of time in, different types of games and all that, he's playing really well, do we really attend the child? When do we actually attend them? When the child is cranky, when the child doesn't listen, the child is fighting, having sibling rivalry, or the child is trying to yell or scream or push somebody and throwing tantrums. It's at that time we engage or we try to go and intervene, right? That is our behavior. That is the response that we give. Now, what does a child understand by these responses? The child feels that whenever my mama should come to me, if I want my mama to come to me, then I have to be cranky. If I want my mama to show that attention to me, she should come and sit beside me, then I should throw tantrums. This is the programming that is happening in the child's mind. This is how the child is able to get the message. Whenever the child is showing any kind of negative behavior, we try to intervene at that point of time. So now it's our decision to take what kind of behavior should we encourage or when should we actually go and intervene. So what is the solution for this? The very first thing is reward the child whenever you see any kind of positive behavior in them. Because once you want any behavior to be developed or you feel that this is actually the behavior that you expect from the child, do appreciate that then and there itself. Right away, go and appreciate. I like the way you're playing. So for so long, you've been playing with this. How are you feeling now? What kind of play is this? What is the kind of a game about? Try to ask like this and, just try to intervene and show that you are really appreciating the way he's working. Now, this becomes a positive reinforcement. The child feels that mama likes this kind of behavior and I should be like this. The second thing what we have to understand is we usually try to tell that my child is very stubborn, my child is very stern, he doesn't listen to me, he's throwing tantrums all the time, he doesn't allow others to play at home, or all the time he is wild or he becomes cranky. So these are all the words that most of the parents speak. So my request for all the parents out there is try to rephrase those words. Make it a point that you do not use these words, especially with your child, with your any family member or somewhere outside, even with the friends and neighbors and everywhere. Don't try to talk about this. Just try to rephrase those words, saying that my child is all the time very helpful and very humble, very quiet, but only when he triggers, it becomes a problem, or he tries to show his negative behaviors only when something triggers him. Now what happens is a child also will realize that actually his identity is not to get wild. He doesn't actually get wild. Normally he is very fine. Only when something triggers him, then only he shows negative behaviors. Now the child feels empowered, or his identity is improved, or you are trying to enhance the self-image of the child by giving that positive image to the child. So there will be some positive reflections in his behavior as well. So let us try to understand this in a very deep manner and try to make it a point that we try to enhance the child's self-image, the self-confidence of the child, rather than pulling him on low and telling that you are good for nothing, you are trying to do these things, you are you are trying to be very cranky, you are not a good child, you don't listen to me. So these are disempowering words which make our child's behavior turn out to be very negative at times. So let us be mindful about it, and let us see that we enhance their self-image and give them positive reinforcement all the time. So I hope you like this video. Also, share this video with others who are really in need of these kinds of content. May Almighty help us in making the society a better place to live in.